guys, this is Lucky, and you're watching Lucky Sevens Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video, if you've seen the thumbnail and you've seen the title, you know that this is about Tyler from Tyler's Tarot. All right, and this is somebody that is super respected on YouTube and within the tarot community, so you know I gotta come correct. All right. I want to get into the backstory of this before we actually get into this. All right. So if you watch my channel and you're familiar with who I am and my content, you know that I talk about cardology all the time. I study cardology and I've studied it for such a long time, and it is one of the most accurate divination tools that we have available to us to tell us about what is going on in our lives, why these things are happening. Cardology is a divination tool that uses numerology, astrology, and tarot to depict like really accurate details of our lives. Okay. Every day is represented by a card. Every card represents a certain energy or person, place, or thing that manifests in our lives. Okay. It's even more accurate as a tarot reader. Like I am telling you this, that it's even more accurate than tarot itself. Okay. Because it can tell you the timing, you know, all the way down to like minutes of things that are happening in your lives. So, in our lives in general. Okay. But neither here nor there. So how I chose Tyler from Tyler's Tarot was initially, you know, I work a lot. I spend a lot of time recording videos and doing other things behind the scenes that you guys don't even get a chance to see. That I don't get a big opportunity to like watch tarot anymore. But about around October time, I had done a live video, and I was talking about cardology, and I was talking about, I think it was like a celebrity, and I had just brought it up like, oh, well, this person is this, and someone had made a comment and asked me if I could do the cardology reading for a certain celebrity. I don't even remember which one it was. In that same video, someone commented and said, do you watch Tyler's Tarot? And I was like, no, I don't get a chance to watch his readings anymore. But I know that he's super dope, you know? But what that sparked on that day was my interest in, one, doing a celebrity cardology reading on my channel, and two, it made me think about, okay, well, what celebrity do I want to do this on? And I'm like, man, I could do Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, which eventually I will. I could do, you know, all these different people. And I was like, I want to do someone in my industry because we give readings, but we don't always get them. It just works out like that. And I don't know if it's the same for him. But so I kind of was looking at the bigger channels, bigger readers, and he stuck out so much to me. And I could tell you why using cardology, but he stuck out so much to me because he's comfortable in just being himself on his channel. And I have seen, like, going through and kind of researching his channel to look for specific dates and stuff, which I'll show you in this video. I've seen that he does sometimes ask other readers, like, hey, what do you see coming up for me? You know, what have you? So I would hope that he would be okay or comfortable with me doing this video. Okay. I don't know him personally. I have no communication with him. I am going to see if before I publish this video see if I can get his permission or his okay to publish it. But who knows? I could reach out and he never see the email. Like, I'm sure he's super, super busy. I mean, my channel isn't even a fraction of his channel. And I am like crazy busy myself. It takes me 2 days to even be able to see an email, you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, with that being said, I'm hoping that he will enjoy this, and it's something that you will also enjoy, because there's a lot of people that love to know about what is going on in his life. So good, bad, ugly, and indifferent, we're going to see all the different things that I want to show you as far as like how cardology works. And you can really see it through him and his channel and what he tells you on the channel, and see like how it manifests in cardology. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into this. So based on Google, because I obviously had to Google him to find out his birthday. His birthday is March 28th, 1989. All right. Now, hopefully that's accurate information. If not, then this whole reading is fucked. But hopefully it's right. All right, guys. So March 28th, 1989. This makes him, his birth card in cardology, an 8 of clubs birth card and a 10 of hearts planetary ruling card. Okay. Now, your birth card and your planetary ruling card, they never change. They're based on your birthday. Okay. So when he was born, these are the cards that he was given, basically. And it's funny because cardology is kind of that. Like, these are the cards that you're dealt. You've heard that saying, these are the cards that you're dealt, and this is what, you know, do the best that you can with them. That kind of thing. But that is his birth card and his planetary ruling card. Those cards never change, but the cards that surround it do. All right. So what does this mean? This means that for him, first of all, as an 8 of clubs person, he has one of the best abilities for success in his life. Like, he's got one of the best cards in the deck. All right, as far as success, financial success is concerned. All right, the 8 of clubs has a 10 of diamonds in the Jupiter position in the life spread. So over his lifetime, his Jupiter card is the 10 of diamonds, and the 10 of diamonds is in the grand solar spreads protected by Jupiter, meaning it is in the middle of the spread, and on both sides it is connecting with Jupiter energy. So if you know about astrology, you know that Jupiter is the biggest planet next to the sun. It is the planet that brings us one, spirituality, luck, abundance, all of that. Okay, so that is a huge indication that financially he has a lot of financial protection. All right. But the 8 of clubs is it's a fixed card. Okay. So as much as it may be protection, it can also manifest as fixations, like getting on a topic and not wanting to get off. And if you watch his channel, you see that. All right. You see that in his personality. Okay. That is a personality trait that he expresses, where he can get on something and, you know, especially if he's joning and chewing you out or whatever, like, he'll get fixated on you and go in. That's an 8 of clubs energy. Okay. Now, his 10 of hearts energy it gives him a magneticism, all right, with people. It makes people celebrate him, you're drawn to him. Okay. Even if, for those people who don't like him, don't like his channel, or are haters to his channel, they still watch. They still watch his channel because he has a magneticism. He's funny as shit. Like, even if you don't care for him as a tarot reader, which he's accurate, like his readings are accurate. Even if you don't care for him as a tarot reader, you watch him because he's funny. You watch him because he has the ability to make you laugh, and he can call you out in a way where you're like, damn, you know, that is his energy, but he has that naturally. It is something he does not have to work for. He's not pretending. It's not a facade. That is who he is, you know? Um, and it's really, really dope to like see how the cards play out in our lives, right? So let's talk about um his channel and the success that he's had with this. Now, I did make notes because I don't want to forget anything. And if I was going to do it on him, especially without his, express permission, I want to make sure that I do a good job or that I do it right. All right. So if you see me looking down, if you see me, it's because I have a whole notebook about Tyler and his cards that I'm seeing, to go over it with you. And I'm going to try to, when I edit this video, put his cards and the spread that I see in the video somewhere so that you can also see what I'm seeing and what I'm talking about. One of the things that I thought was super interesting as well was that his birth card, the Eight of Clubs, is usually a card that makes really good attorneys. A lot of times we'll see in cardology where attorneys who are very argumentative have the Eight of Clubs, either birth card or planetary ruling card, or it's somewhere significant in their life spread. And with him being the Eight of Clubs, you can kind of see how that energy plays out on his channel, when he's going back and forth with people who are trying to heckle him or what have you. And with him being the Ten of Hearts, planetary ruling card in cardology, the planetary ruling card as the Ten of Hearts is somebody that is very ambitious in life. They have a lot of ambition to attain a better life for themselves. So you can definitely see that with all that he's overcome. I watched a video of him recently talking about him wanting more for himself. Like he came from basically nothing or had like very difficult time in his earlier years, and he decided that that's not what he wanted to do anymore. He wanted to do something different, like he wanted to be an actor and all of those things. And then he created his channel and it just kind of took off. So his channel was actually created on September 26, 2017. Okay. And in cardology, I can go back and look at what was going on in his life during that time, and see what's going to happen in, I don't know, 20 years, 10 years, all of that, with cardology. So one of the things, first of all, his channel, like I said, everything in cardology has a birthday. The day that you began it is its birthday, or the day that it was birthed is the birthday, right? So his channel's birthday is September 26th, 2017, which makes his channel a Jack of Hearts birth card and a Nine of Spades planetary ruling card. All right. The Jack of Hearts is the card of sacrifice. It's the card of, family issues. It is the card of spiritual initiation. Okay. And look at what his channel is. It's a tarot channel. So like it's the channel, the channel represents spirituality or a spiritual tool, right? And the planetary ruling card of his channel is the Nine of Spades, which is the card of giving to large groups of people. It's the card of eliminating waste. It's also indicates like rising to new levels in being. It can bring about a lot of wealth, usually endings of lifestyles and things of that nature. Okay. Going back to the day that he started his channel, first of all, he was in his Jupiter period. Now, you remember what I said, that the Eight of Clubs person, they're in their life spread, right? He has a Ten of Diamonds in Jupiter, okay, in his life, like the whole life spread. When he started this channel, he was in his Jupiter period, and he had a 10 of diamonds and 8 of spades in his on the day that he started the channel. Okay, so he essentially was doing on that day what he was meant to do in order to bring him the most successful outcome, which was financial abundance and security, to help him to overcome poverty. And I love that Cardology shows us this so diligently, right? And that was in his planetary ruling spread. It's called the spiritual spread sometimes. And what that means is like, that is kind of what your ancestors, what your spirit guides and all of that kind of pushes you to do. Okay, so he is definitely like living in his purpose through his channel. It was meant to happen. Okay, kind of divinely orchestrated or guided in whatever way. Now, the other interesting thing I found was that on that day, he, in his life spread, he had a 7 of spades and an ace of diamonds there. The ace of diamonds talks about a new possession, new business. It's diamonds, so it talks about value or possessions of some kind, right? And it's an ace, it's something new. He started the channel on his Mercury day, okay? And Mercury is the planet of communication. It's also the planet of travel, right? It was a Mercury day for him. And he had a Jack of Diamonds there. The Jack of Diamonds is the card of selling. All right. It's the salesman card. So him being able to sell himself. And Jack of Diamonds and an Ace of Clubs on that particular day. And I'm sorry, he actually, the 10 of Diamonds and 8 of Spades was what was going on during his week, the week that he formed this channel. Okay. And the actual day that he created the channel, September 26, 2017, he had a Jack of Diamonds and an Ace of Clubs. The Ace of Clubs is the card for information. It is the card of computers or computer technology, that kind of thing. And the Jack of Diamonds is the card of selling. So selling yourself on the internet. And during a Mercury period, this is communication. So whatever you're doing, you're communicating maybe with people at a distance in some way, because it's still Mercury. Mercury does rule travel, that kind of thing. With a Queen of Hearts there and a King of Diamonds in his planetary ruling spread. The King of Diamonds is the card of business, okay? Doing something that he is very passionate about, possibly helping others with that Queen of Hearts there. And the King of Diamonds, meaning that he is going to be able to build a business off of this, right? So just super interesting information, facts. Hopefully, you guys find it equally as interesting. All right. Let's talk about his composite cards between him and his YouTube channel. Okay. So 6 of Diamonds is the card of debt. All right. It's the card of reaping what you've sown. So what does that tell us? It tells us that in some way, by him creating this channel, he's receiving some sort of benefit and also paying back a potential past life debt that he's owed, or he is being given some sort of blessing from this by his work to helping others, right? And maybe the universe is paying him back the debt, or vice versa. Okay, that's the way that it is usually seen. He's absolutely received some sort of benefit from this, right? Now, his planetary ruling card is the 10 of Hearts, and the 10 of Hearts and the Jack of Hearts energy, the composite card, is the Eight of Clubs, which is his energy. So he's got double Ten of Diamonds energy there because of that Ten of Diamonds in Jupiter with the Eight of Clubs. All right. The Eight of Clubs is a card that really does lead you to success. Okay. It is definitely a card of being able to overcome challenges in our lives. All right. So that is his relationship to his channel was definitely meant to lead him to success. The Eight of Clubs and the Nine of Spades planetary ruling card for his channel, that composite energy is the Four of Clubs, and the Four of Clubs is the card of the spiritual initiate. It is the card of the spiritual medium. All right. It's also the card of the decoder and the debater. Like, those are two other ways to interpret that card. So you can see that on his channel. Like, if you try to heckle him, how he'll go back and forth with you, that is very much Four of Clubs energy. Like, he's going to debate with you. He is somebody that you have to prove shit to. He don't, like, it's not going to be him, just taking your word for it type of thing. Like, you've got to prove it. All right. Put your money where your mouth is type of energy. And he gives off all those vibes. So then his planetary ruling card and the planetary ruling card of his channel with the Ten of Hearts and the Nine of Spades, the composite card there is the Six of Hearts. The Six of Hearts is a very karmic card. Okay. Next year, you guys hear me say all the time, like, oh, 2022 is a Six of Hearts year. It's a very karmic card. It can bring up situations, people from the past or past lives. But it's also the card of pursuing wealth. All right. The pursuit of wealth and abundance. All right. It is a spiritual initiate. It is the card of initiating like what we're meant to do, being on our path. Okay. So, I could definitely see how he is on his path, where he is meant to be. So debate it all you want. The cards say different. And y'all know how I feel. My cards don't lie. So I don't want to get way too personal into his personal business, but I do want to talk about his next 7 weeks. So I'm recording this on December 17th, 2021. We're going to talk about his next 7 weeks ahead and his year. So if you don't know, Cardology, everything is based on your personal year. Your personal year goes from one birthday to the next birthday. Okay. So we're going to talk about what's going to happen for him. Obviously his birthday has already passed. So we're going to have to do from his birthday in 2021 to his next, or 2022, I'm sorry, to his next birthday in 2023. So keep that in mind when I'm doing this reading. All right. But I am going to start off with the next 7 weeks of his life. And we're going to talk about some of the challenges that I see for him and some of the triumphs that I see coming up for him. So first of all, his next 7 weeks starts on December 21st, 2021, and it ends on February 1st, 2022. Okay. And each week is represented by a planet. His first week is his Mercury week. Second week is Venus, then Mars, Jupiter, then Saturn, Uranus, and then Neptune. All right. So what this essentially will show us is how he communicates, what challenges and everything that he's going to be facing, and then how he'll get through that, and what, what the total outcome is going to be. All right. Now, he has a 9 of spades in his environment. And first of all, he may receive a lot of benefit from his YouTube channel, because his YouTube channel is the Nine of Spades planetary ruling card. He may be spending a lot of time working, promoting himself on, selling certain things, being able to sell something here, okay? The things that I see in his next 7 weeks, that I would feel confident in saying that he needs to maybe pay a little bit of attention to. There could be some sort of emotional issue that he's dealing with that causes a lot of worry or anxiety. It could lead to arguments, or some sort of miscommunication happens around January 18th time. That could be difficult for him, because I feel like it creates a lot of anxiousness. He's going to want to steer clear from any arguments, fighting, that kind of thing with people during this time. Or he might just be like way more on edge during this time, because his emotional space could be a little bit strained around January 18th-ish. I feel like there's some sort of new ambition, new business project that he is working heavily towards. Something new that maybe he's wanting to achieve or accomplish very, very soon. Okay. He has a Three of Spades in the Saturn position over the next 7 weeks. So around that time frame, he may have a lot of worry or anxiety, either about his own health or the health of someone else. Could be like a mother figure. During this time, he could have issues in communicating that could lead to like work issues. He may feel kind of restricted when it comes to his work, possibly due to some sort of emotional situation. He may have difficulty in creative projects, things that he's working on to get creative in some way. There could be like hurdles, or some kind of indecisiveness that he has to overcome. But this is still going to lead to success. Like when I tell you that for him, anything he touches and he puts himself into, he can attain it. Like literally, he can have whatever he wants. Okay? Whatever he wants. He is not like, if he thinks it, he can literally make it happen with a little bit of effort. Like that is his birth card. Okay? Like it's just who he is. So any doubters, anyone that doubts him or that like wishes bad on him or anything like that, like there's no point. Whatever he touches, whatever he's involved in, he will manifest a positive outcome. He is definitely working towards something that's going to help him build a solid foundation for himself over the next 7 weeks. All right. With this Three of Diamonds that he has in the Uranus position around January 25th, 2022, there could be some sort of indecisiveness or level of uncertainty that he's feeling regarding some sort of significant change or some sort of creative project that he's dealing with around this time. This is something that might leave him feeling like unsettled, but it's also going to be something that leads him to having a beneficial situation in the near future. All right. He may receive some sort of unexpected psychic developments the week of January 25th, more significantly, but overall over this next 7 weeks. But like he might even get some kind of sincere recognition for his hard work and his efforts that comes out of nowhere and he's not really expecting it. It may actually result in like a new job opportunity or new business opportunity for him that's going to be really, really beneficial. Or something new like on his channel. Maybe his channel is recognized for something during this period over this next 7 weeks, but really significant the week of January 25th, 2022. He may work with others or have some sort of partnership of some kind that's pretty significant for him, but it could be a creative project that maybe he's indecisive about, but it's going to lay the foundation for more financial success in the future. More success, but also change. And that's one of the things when it comes to the Eight of Clubs that's very difficult. Change is not easy for the Eight of Clubs people. So when it comes to him being an Eight of Clubs birth card, he does not take on change very well. But once he adapts to it and once he, gets into it, it's like a totally new person. He takes on to it really, really easily. Eight of Clubs people they learn things very quickly. Like they are able to get shit fast. They're not dumb by any means. They're actually one of the cards that represents intelligence. Okay. So he's super smart. And whatever it is that he's deciding that's creating this level of indecision for him and making him feel like uncertain as to whether or not it's something that he should do, if he goes for it, it's going to pay off. All right. Once he makes that change and he really steps into it, he's going to be able to sell it with the Jack of Diamonds in the long range position. Like he's going to be able to sell it. All right. He's going to be able to attain the success that he wants from it. He definitely has successful business connections available to him over this next 7 weeks. So there could be, like I said, him getting involved with other people or business opportunities that are available for him, contracts that he's signing that are going to lead to a lot of success, but maybe kind of make him worried because, again, it's a change. All right. But this is also like a spiritual revelation that he could be having during this next 7 weeks that's going to be very, very significant. I do feel like he may be overworking himself to some degree, and need to maybe take a step back or take a break because it could be creating some sort of health problems for him, whether it's mental health, physical health, or emotional health issues. But I feel like he's definitely going to be able to overcome those things. I feel like he's going to be very, very passionate. This next 7 weeks, he has the Ace of Hearts in the Pluto position, which could mean that maybe his affectional needs are not being met in some way. That could be a major issue for him. But it's also something that may motivate him, the desire for something that he wants, possibly in a creative way, could be motivating him to the result of this King of Clubs energy. Now, the King of Clubs as his result card does tell me that over the next 7 weeks, whatever he's going through, this is going to elevate his position in leadership. All right. He's taking on something. This could even be like him, getting a new business, or I definitely see some sort of recognition here that he is achieving in the near future. All right. Something that could even bring about a little bit of jealousy or enviousness. I don't know if that's a word, but it could bring about some sort of jealousy or enviousness from someone. He may also be learning about new ways of love, loving himself unconditionally, or new ways that, other people love him. He's going to get his flowers while he's here to receive them. All right. That's a big deal. I do see a new opportunity here for him. Let's look at his yearly spreads to talk about what I see coming up for him. And these are going to be my predictions for him based on Cardology. All right. Now, his personal year begins on his birthday. So March 28th, 19 89 is his birthday. So his personal year starts on his birthday, March 28th in 2022. He has a Queen of Spades long range. He's got the 6 of Diamonds in Pluto, 4 of Spades as the result card. And then if we go look at his planetary ruling spread, he's got the 10 of Diamonds in the long range position, the 7 of Clubs in Pluto. The result card is the result card is the King of Hearts. And in his environment, he's got the 7 of Clubs, okay? So what does this tell me? It tells me that this upcoming year, he is going to be working hard towards creating new business opportunities, or there could be some sort of new business that he is embarking on, all right, with the King of Diamonds here that he's displacing. But it's going to bring him a lot of benefit. He could be really doing a lot of thinking about money, or large sums of money, money that he's either having to spend or that he's wanting to make back, that sort of thing with that 10 of Diamonds there. But there's also some form of protection that he has, okay? Now, if we look at his environment card here with the 7 of Clubs, this tells me that he has a new idea or multiple new ideas this upcoming year, okay? But he may also have some sort of internal struggle with these ideas, all right? This could be an internal struggle mentally that as to whether or not this is something he should do or not. And he does have the 6 of Diamonds in Pluto. And the 6 of Diamonds is also one of the cards, the composite cards for him and his YouTube channel. So I do feel like he is trying to change something this upcoming year having to do with his channel that is going to change or transform, all right? And he's going to have to work hard at it. But with that 4 of Spades, the result of these changes are going to manifest in a positive way. All right. These changes are going to bring up, he's protected. Like the 4 of Spades is the card of hard work, but also achieving that, whatever you're working towards. Okay. It's funny too, because if you look, his result card in the planetary ruling spread is the King of Hearts. Okay. The King of Hearts is the card of, in this position, it's the card of success in performing arts. Okay. So it's the card of him achieving some sort of success through his own creative abilities. All right. I definitely see that his mind is going to be the thing that challenges him the most this upcoming year. There could be some fear around making these changes because, like I said, with the 8 of Clubs, he is the only person who can stop himself. That's it. It's him. That's it. All right. And if you look, he does have the 8 of Clubs, which is his birth card, in his Saturn period. So the only person who can restrict him is himself. All right. I do see, so this upcoming year, around March time, some sort of disappointment, some sort of sudden disappointment. But the thing about this disappointment is as quickly or abruptly as it comes in, you also recover from this type of disappointment just as quickly. All right. And it may have to do with a mother figure or a friend. Around his birthday, for that 52-day period, he's going to be very witty, very charming. Okay. But he could definitely go through some sort of disappointment or ending. May happen very quickly, but also he recovers from very quickly as well. He may have a significant relationship of some kind. Now, this can be a love relationship around, what is this? The middle to end of May. This can also indicate him working really, really hard on himself. Around February 19th, he goes into his Venus period. Okay, so there could definitely be some changes in the way that he's feeling or with maybe some fickleness, I would say, like with what it is that he wants when it comes to relationships. Now, this can be love relationships. This can be relationships to people, family, friends, that sort of thing. All right. There can be a sense of restlessness. He may also like have trouble sleeping during this period, that kind of thing. You might see him up a little bit later at night. Definitely, I feel like he's going to be really working hard. Okay. And it could be him working hard on his channel, could be working with others. I feel like whatever this is, it's going to be incredible for him. Now, he does have a 7 of spades in the Mars position starting on July 10th, 2022. So this can bring about some kind of illness or sickness from overdoing it in work, spending too much time, too much effort working, could make him sick mentally, physically, or emotionally. All right. So if he's dealing with any legal matters, I do see him overcoming that, but I don't feel like that has a lot to do with what's going on here. I do feel like this is a period. Mars represents war. Mars is also the ruling planet over his his zodiac sign, Aries. So this could make him very negative, or, you know, he could entertain conflict during this time. There could be some sort of situation that causes a lot of arguing or bickering or disappointment during this period. So the way that he kind of gets through this is through really trying to find his peace. This is a card that represents some kind of challenge for him, all right? Something that he's going to have to take a really good look at himself about to get over any negative attitudes that he may have during this period. But with the 10 of clubs in the supporting position, he does have the ability to have success in teaching or in learning something new, maybe even writing or publishing during this period. He's going to have to take everything that he knows and learn to apply it during this period. With the Ace of Hearts supporting the 7 of clubs here, he could be really pursuing friendships and new relationships of some kind during this period, or he could be very guarded towards new relationships and kind of shut down. So like he could have his guard up and not want to let other people in because of negative thinking, which would maybe hold him back a little bit. All right. So that's kind of during the Mars period, he's sort of being encouraged to open himself up, to get through negative thinking, not to be argumentative, and to like let the wall down a little bit. Now, starting on August 31st, he has this King of Hearts supported by the Queen of Spades and the King of Clubs supported by the 8 of Diamonds. Guys, this is incredible good luck. Like, he's going to receive a lot of blessings through mastery of his own emotions, being able to control his own emotions. He's going to have some sort of magnetism and charm about himself. He is going to have a lot of luck during this period of time. He may be getting himself more organized with the Queen of Clubs or the Queen of Spades energy. So he could find himself like organizing his business, organizing his home, that kind of thing, and really being able to manifest what he wants and make it tangible in the material world with that Queen of Spades energy. It is such a dope energy to have. That 8 of Diamonds and the King of Clubs energy tells me that during this Jupiter period, you know, Jupiter magnifies everything. It makes everything bigger, right? During this Jupiter period, he has a lot of success coming in. He's going to receive some sort of recognition. He's going to get some sort of rewards. There might even be a large sum of money coming in towards him during this period. Maybe some sort of opportunity here that could bring a lot of financial success or rewards. If he's trying to get any sort of loan for anything, or he wants to purchase or buy or invest in anything, this is the time to do it. He is going, like, literally during this 52-day period from October 31st until, I keep saying October, it's August 31st until October 22nd, anything he touches turns to gold. All right. But it's like that for him anyways, because of the eight of clubs energy that he has as his birth card. Like, that is what it is. So hate it or love it, he's going to be on top. Now, his Saturn period begins on October 22nd. And that goes for 52 days until December 13th. And he has a 3 of clubs here supported by the Jack of diamonds, and an 8 of clubs supported by the 4 of spades. So what does this tell me? This tells me that there is something here that, you know, it's maybe a creative venture that he has. He may be very indecisive during this period of time. There could be some obligations that he has to business in some way that could be a challenge for him. That could be a problem. There's going to be a lot of hard work that he has to put in during this time that could require him to be patient. And he's an Aries. Patience is not their virtue. All right. He may be involved in some sort of creative project that he could kind of feel like is a burden to him during this time, or trying to sell something that could be a burden. But this could be like a necessary part of laying the foundation for something new that he's really working hard towards. Now, with the 3 of clubs energy in the Saturn period, this is the thing that kind of worries me, is that this is going to bring about a lot of worry for him, a lot of fear of the future, anxiousness, anxiety about what decision to make, feeling maybe torn in a lot of different directions, having a lot going on at once, and feeling stifled because of it. I do feel like he's going to have to get over negative thinking, because it could bring about like physical illness for him. All right. There could also be maybe a family member's health or a friend's health in some way that he's concerned or worried about during this period. This will bring in a lot of creative energy, and it's going to be maybe more difficult for him to remain positive. But if he adopts a more positive attitude towards whatever it is that he's dealing with, he will overcome it and come out on the other side brand new. Remember that the 8 of clubs is not good with change. So it's more difficult for them to deal with the change, but once they do, they master it and they own that shit. Now, the 8 of clubs and the 4 of spades in the Saturn position, it does tell me that he's going to be very, very, very stubborn. And that could cause a lot of conflict or restriction for him. But he will overcome any illnesses that he's struggling with, whether it's mental, physical, or anything of that nature. He is protected here. Okay, his hard work and his determination are going to pay off long term. I also feel like he could benefit from somebody else's misfortune. He has the ability to overcome any negative influences during his Saturn period. Okay, his determination to not let something keep him stuck or what have you is going to be of benefit to him. Now, in December, on December 13th, 2022, he goes into his Uranus period, okay? And in his Uranus period, he has a 7 of hearts supported by the 8 of hearts and a Queen of clubs supported by the 6 of clubs. What does this tell me? This tells me that there might be some unexpected challenges when it comes to his friendships or his relationships to others, okay? It could be a love relationship, it could be a relationship with a family member, a friend, a coworker, whomever. He may end up feeling betrayed or abandoned in some way by his close circle of friends or the people that support him. But this is also could manifest for him where he's being challenged to drop any fears of being attached to other people or certain outcomes of situations. All right. This could leave him feeling sort of unsettled in some way. This is also an energy where he might find himself counseling or helping other people. This may end up teaching him unexpected lessons about unconditional love as well. Now, the Eight of Hearts supporting the Seven of Hearts here does give him some charm, right? He may be able to charm the pants off of people during this period. All right. This is also going to bring him success in spiritual studies, or like if he was desiring to study astrology or whatever, like he will have success with that. He's going to be very supported by others because of his ability to charm people during this period. This is the card where people cooperate with you. Okay, so he's going to receive a lot of cooperation under this Uranus influence when it comes to friends and coworkers and things of that nature. This is going to bring about a lot of success for him. Now, during this Uranus period, his intuition with that Queen of Clubs and the Six of Clubs energy is going to be insane. It's likely going to grow his spirituality or his ability to connect with spirit to be able to tell you what is going on without even having to use the cards. Like, he's going to be able to predict things that are insane. Okay. He may even be doing some kind of teaching when it comes to spirituality or what we do, divination, right? So this is definitely going to be a really good time for him, and I feel like you guys are going to love it. You know, his spirituality is definitely growing because he is working in his true purpose. Like, this was a part of his destiny, and it was always meant to be this way. Everything literally happened for him in complete divine order. His channel, how big it is, how it grew so, quickly, all of that, like, and his effort and energy that he gives to it is 100% exactly what he was meant to do, and it's leading him to his purpose. All right. And like I said, he could do whatever he wants to do. He's the Eight of Clubs. He just has to decide that that's really what he wants to do and get over any fears that might hold him back, because once he makes that choice, it's on and running. It is what it is. Now, his Neptune period begins February 3rd, 2023, okay? And he has the Eight of Clubs here and a Six of Clubs. So he may receive some sort of rewards or recognition through friendships or maybe some sort of travel during this period. This is going to be a good time for him. He's, going to enjoy this, I feel like. The only caution I would say is Neptune does have an influence that could create maybe misunderstandings or misinterpretations of things that you do or say. All right. So he may struggle with that. But outside of that, I feel like there's going to be some sort of partnership or arrangement that he has with other people that are of great benefit to him. All right. I do see this year being really good for him. I feel like a lot of it has to do with him becoming a different person and growing as a man and as a business owner and as a spiritual initiate, as a counselor, and even as a teacher to others, you know, someone that um, people trust and that is highly respected. But I feel like it's gonna also be determined by how quickly he recognizes his value and his own worth to the public and the community. Now, the Six of Clubs energy in the Neptune period, he could actually plan for a trip around February timeframe before his birthday that never happens, or like in some way it just doesn't work out. And it may be a blessing that it doesn't. All right. There definitely will be some spiritual goals that he's achieving here. A lot of self-knowledge and self-understanding and becoming more confident in self. All right. This is going to be a lot of what the year encompasses for him, is truly like stepping forward and becoming bigger, better, stronger, you know, in all areas of his life, but more confident, you know, not second guessing himself, things of that nature is kind of what I see. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is the life spread for him. Okay, so him being an Eight of Clubs birth card in his whole life spread. Okay, he has a Nine of Hearts as the cosmic lesson. So what this tells me is that there is at least one very big disappointment, either in love or in some sort of significant relationship in some way, that he may have already experienced that will really change him, or that he will experience in the future that could really change him in some way. All right. So usually with the Eight of Clubs energy, they do experience like a disappointing relationship that could turn them sour or bitter, or it has such an impact on them that it creates fear when it comes to future relationships. Okay, so I do feel like that could be something in his life that he wants to maybe pay attention to. But he has a Queen of Diamonds in his life spread. He has the Queen of Diamonds as his Pluto card, and the result is the Five of Hearts. Okay, so Pluto is usually the card of transformation. It in some way is meant to change us. It is a challenge, but it's also something that changes us inherently in our lives. All right. The Queen of Diamonds is the entertainment boss. That is like, it's it's the queen, and it's a diamond. It's a value. All right. It is a card that represents long-term money. Okay. So in some way, that is what transforms or changes him. And the result is the Five of Hearts. The Five of Hearts is the card for celebrity. Okay. It's also can indicate like celebrity relationships, that sort of thing. But he is living in his true purpose. And of this, I have no doubt, because y'all know how I feel about my cards. They do not lie. All right. Now, I do want to go ahead and get some advice cards for him. I don't want to do tarot because I wanted this video to solely focus on advice. And if he ever sees this and he wants a reading from me, I would gladly do it for him. But let's get some advice. Okay. Advice messages for him. All right. the first two messages that came out is go where you feel most alive. And you are battling between what you know and what you feel. At the bottom of the deck, take action. So, and you guys know, if you've watched my channel for a while, I made these cards a couple years ago, and I've had them since then, and I use them in almost every reading. So they're very like specific to me. I feel like your advice, you are battling between what you know and what you feel, is to really trust yourself. The advice for Tyler is to trust yourself. Don't second guess yourself. You're doing it. All right. Trust that the universe has your back. With the 8 of clubs and the 10 of hearts, trust that you are protected on all sides. Okay. Trust that no matter whatever choice you make, you're gonna be okay. All right. Don't worry about, don't let fear cause you to miss out on any opportunities, because you are going to be okay. You are meant for bigger. It is not going to fall apart. You are going to be okay. Do what makes you feel good. Okay. Do what makes you like feel alive. Go with that. All right. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about their opinions, what they think you should do or what they want you to do. Do what feels right for you. And don't let the past, the things that you went through in the past dictate how you move forward in the future. All right. Take that action. Let me get one more, because I usually pull 3. Cut the dead weight. There may be some things in your life, and I feel like a lot of it may be the old version of you. A lot of times, I will say this because I know this from personal experience. A lot of times we grew up in survival mode, right? Trying to make sure we take care of our shit. Then when we get great things, all we can think about is, what if I don't have it? Like, what if I have to go back to this? Or what if I have to, cut down on the lifestyle that I have, or, and now I've created this life for myself and it could all fall apart type of thing. You're still living in survival mode. You don't let yourself get rest. It will physically make you sick. All right. You have to cut out the negative thinking, the negative self-talk, the feeling in yourself that doesn't allow you to enjoy your success, that doesn't allow you to breathe easy, to feel happy in the moment, because you're so afraid that it's all gonna disappear. Okay. That if you move left or you move right, so then you just don't do anything. Like, no, let that go. It's okay to be happy. All right. You're not who you were, and you're never going back to that person. It's all about your elevation. Cut that shit out. That negative self-talk, that worry, that anxiousness, the anxiety about anything that had to do with the past. You're never going to be that same person again. You've come too far to ever be back there again. All right. Don't let that fear keep you from making the choices to move forward with the decisions that you know you should make, that are going to be beneficial to you and your future success, for you and your family, right? Wow. I'm going to show you the bottom of the deck card and tell me if you watch his channel, like, you know how real this is. Okay. Look at this. Be more concerned with your character than your reputation. Be more concerned with who you are. what you want, what you think is the right thing for you to do than what other people think. Don't worry about their opinion. Don't worry about what they say, what they're going to do, how they're going to feel. Do what feels right. All right. And I don't know why the universe needed you to know that, or needed you to see, that that is the message for you this upcoming year. But it's trying to tell you, like, don't second guess yourself and don't worry about them. What you choose to do, other people will follow. They will fall in line. They will support. You have that magneticism about you to draw people in, okay? So all you need to do is make the decision that that's the direction you're going in, and it's going to hit, okay? I wish you the very best. Thank you guys so much for watching. Okay. And if you want a personal cardology reading with me, they are available on my website, lucky7tarot.com. The link is listed in the description box below. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I hope you're loving on yourselves. Let me know in the comment section down below any other major, like, YouTube stars or YouTube readers, or your favorite celebrities that you would like to know more about, and I will try to incorporate them in my next videos. I do think I'm going to do my next videos on my second channel rather than on my main channel, but we will see. My second channel is Lucky 7 Sages, and I will link it below in the description box.